Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, because we happen to be in one of London's premier hotels here, having afternoon tea, and I'm delighted to be with Kathy Nelson, who's not only the guru of Kansas City from a tourism perspective, but she's also the guru from the sports side of Kansas City. And if you didn't know, they've got a rather big tournament coming their way in next year, 2026. So, good afternoon, Kathy.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Very, very good. Enjoying London already.
Good. Kathy, being a host venue for the World Cup has a lot of responsibility, I think. One of the things that whatever tournament you're in, and certainly a soccer tournament, safety and security for supporters, spectators, and even people who are just hanging in bars wanting to get a bit of the atmosphere, which is quite common. That's a big responsibility. Is Kansas City doing anything specific to ensure the safety of spectators?
Absolutely. We have a director of security full-time on staff. We've actually hired him from Washington, D.C., one of the top security experts in the country, based in Kansas City now, focused on FIFA World Cup 2026. And then also there's a staff around him, and we in Kansas City have put together an entire security committee, if you will. And they are working closely with the Kansas City Chiefs and Arrowhead, the venue, and then also with our Kansas City, Missouri Police Department. I think what's unique about Kansas City as well is it's already a safe and welcoming community, but during a big event like this, so many people lean into what we're doing. So we sit on the state line of Kansas and Missouri. So there'll be multiple security experts from around the Midwest that will join us in those efforts. And then of course you have the overlay of FIFA and their security experts. So I would tell you that I feel like this is a safe place to be. I would bring my family and my kids here to enjoy the matches in Kansas City.
Well, you can't get better than that, can you? That's good. The other thing that can sometimes bog down major tournaments is transportation within the city, transportation from the airport. Are there many infrastructure changes coming to ease that burden, to make in and out of the city or in and out of the stadium that much smoother?
There absolutely are. There are already infrastructure changes in place for our city that our visitors will experience. Our free Kansas City streetcar is happening, and that's right in the heart of our city. It'll be about a 3-mile route getting you from the river in Kansas City, Missouri, all the way down to our Country Club Plaza, which is known for our outdoor shopping district. And then from the airport, there will be transportation provided, busing system. Of course, there's all the other opportunities you have typically as a tourist to get down to either your hotel or city center. And then where FanFest is happening, we'll have set up multiple locations for buses to get you out to the stadium. So if you're a ticketed attendee for one of the matches, you'll have free transportation out to that. So what's new for us in 2026 are those buses. We were the first city to secure 200 buses as part of our transportation plan to get people in and around the area.
And is this what's referred to as KC streetcar?
The streetcar is one thing.
This is something else.
This is buses are on top of that,
All
layered
right,
on
okay.
top of that for 2026.
And has the KC streetcar and the new entertainment districts, is that part of that big plan to make sure that when people come to Kansas, ideally they thinking, I want to come back here again?
Absolutely. You know, our residents have been enjoying our free streetcar now for quite a few years. It's being extended because it's so successful. So we do a lot of activations on the streetcar, especially on the weekends with music, on the streetcar live music and other fun things. You'll see them all decorated out in sponsorships and other opportunities to experience Kansas City. But that streetcar is expanding, and that expansion will be open months before the World Cup in 26.
Excellent. And if we look beyond the World Cup, or wider than the World Cup, if you like. Next year is a big year for the USA. You know, you've got Route 66 with 100 years.
Yes.
You've got the 250th anniversary of When We Let You Go. And you've also obviously got FIFA World Cup 26. But if you look beyond that, you've got the Los Angeles Olympics as well coming along. So it's a big time for tourism and international tourism. Are there any, there's perceived at the moment that America's not particularly welcoming, that visitor numbers are going down internationally. Do you have any particular strategies as far as Kansas City is concerned to make sure that's not the case?
Right, I do. I think that you'll start to see Kansas City more and more. People know us because of Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Jason Sudeikis is from Kansas City. People know us because of the Kansas City Chiefs with Taylor Smith, Taylor and Travis Kelce. But I think that an event like a sporting event, we're not seeing those numbers go down when it comes to sports. And I think that's what's so unique about our city is there's so many places and opportunities to experience that a typical international traveler hasn't seen yet. So we may be that third, fourth, fifth stop for you when you come to the United States. So I do think sports welcomes the world to our front doorstep, and we are not seeing those numbers go down for Chiefs games, for travelers, and with World Cup, I don't expect any of those numbers to go down.
And what do you think the legacy of the World Cup will be as far as Kansas City tourism is concerned? What are you hoping for? Put it that way.
Well, I'm sitting here with you. You know about Kansas City, right? And I think that people like in London, in the UK, in Germany, etc., that have not been here before, something like this is getting us on the map. That's legacy. You know me now. You know what we do in Kansas City. The Chiefs are part of that legacy. But I think opening the door to the international visitors so they know how easy it is to get to Kansas City, how much there is to do in our city. We're the headquarters for Hallmark and such a family-friendly location. I think that's part of the legacy is welcoming more and more visitors back once they really have that feeling of, I need to go back to where the World Cup was hosted. The other piece of legacy for us is when it comes to sports. Hosting the FIFA World Cup in 26 opens the door for other major international events for us. We may not have had those opportunities because we were a little bit more unknown. We are bidding on the Women's World Cup in 2031. We're bidding on Rugby World Cup for men in 2031, women in 2033. And I think for us, it's become a little easier because we've worked for so many years to put together this international sporting event, and that we were awarded FIFA World Cup. People trust us now. They know us. They know that we have a team behind the scenes that can pull this off.
Good. Well, it's nice to hear. Sports is obviously a massive industry and a massive interest for everybody. And as Ted would probably say, I wish you barbecue sauce for your future.
I appreciate that very, very much.
Thank you, Kathy.